Guys, deluded. Now, I really promised myself I'd keep myself out of this. You guys know I don't like to offer my 2 pence on every damn thing. This story is silly in my opinion. It's not worth my time. It's not worth any of you guys' time. In relation to, obviously, I'm speaking to Henry not being at the Emirates for Wenger's final game as Arsenal manager. I've tried to stay away, but a couple of you have asked for my opinions. So let's go. Let's speak with the reasons for. Firstly, I can't understand if you claim this guy is as much of a footballing father and helps you as much as you can do, Henry. I love you, but I can't understand why, with this in mind, you would twerk for Pep and be at his trophy parade. If that's what you wanted to do, fine. If that's ultimately what you wanted to do, then cool. But it don't make sense. It ties down to basic human decency. Like I just said, if Wenger really did take you and rebuild your reputation and your confidence, take you off the flanks and make you this striker that enabled you. Even when you didn't believe you'd be a striker, he believed in you. Now you're a top goal at one of the biggest clubs in the world. You're the all-time top goal scorer. You've won Champions Leagues at other clubs. You've won league titles here. You've won just about everything there was to offer in football, and you're a household name, and people hold you dearly in their hearts, me included, to be honest with you. Yeah. So you'd think with that in mind, you'd at least attend the man's final game, especially when your previous teammates are there. Sets out a bad thingy as well. So yeah, man. It opens up doors as well for all these headlines, Henry. So you could have went and just ignored all of these things. There's no doubt you still speak to the to the boss, Wenger, as you call him the boss, Wenger people. But is there a bit of bad blood there? Like, there's no doubt you still talk. You're bound to have each other's numbers. Is there some bad blood? I know Wenger's previously said he's not a fan of you trying to do this pundit thing and being a coach. I know he said he can't invent certain positions. He's basically told you to shut up before as talking stuff as well. You've both gone back and forth to a degree. So yeah, you're a poster boy for the Wenger area, arguably, for those who really were born in the late 90s and that, like myself. You're a poster boy for Wenger, to be fair. You and Vieira and all them, man. So you'd think you'd love to be there. He showed faith when you wasn't on crud, so the least you could show is when he's out on his last legs that you still somewhat love the man, innit? City wrapped up their title before anyways. Meaning that we'll finish no longer than sixth. So if you got, I get this point I was trying to make, but I forgot what I was gonna say. On the basis that if you're trying to say that the Arsenal game, or they deem that the Arsenal game wasn't relevant for you to attend, then surely, cool. If that's what you deem for the Arsenal game, City have already wrapped up the league title. So wouldn't you, on that Saturday or Sunday, whenever we played, wouldn't you go to Liverpool versus Chelsea on the basis of, I think Liverpool get top four, but if Liverpool was to mess up, which they did, it would make things interesting. It would make things interesting. The same would go for Chelsea if they failed to win, because Spurs would have ramped it down. So maybe you would have went there. So I don't really get why you were there. Obviously, if you wanted to be at City, no one can tell you nothing, innit? You don't have to be at the Emirates, regardless. Like, it's human nature. Just because Wenger did this all for you doesn't mean you have to do it. Like, you don't have to do anything. So if that's what you're on, that's what you're on, innit? But what have I got for against? Like I said, he's got actually no moral obligation. Ultimately, he's got a job. We don't know what Sky said to him, or he said to Sky. If he wanted to be with Pep, the man he said who's changed his thinking and changed the way he's played football, I wanted to see him lift his first trophy in England, because it could possibly be seen as an iconic moment. Well, it is. What can we tell him, honestly? Like, there's nothing we can tell him on that basis. Henry said he likes to win, so maybe he wanted to be just around a trophy and that, versus the feel-good factor at a team that's underperforming, which is Arsenal. Some things could have ultimately been said. I ultimately think, either way, I think it leads to me to believe things have been personally said, or there's been something that's soured, that has caused the relationship between the two to sour to a degree. That's just my opinion and me speculating. Obviously, I don't know these things. I'm not like these internos on Twitter and stuff. But on that basis, I might as well get out of you guys' hair. Guys, deluded, get in a comment, subscribe, and do the rest. Out.